Hi, folks. It's Mayor Craig Moe, and I want to welcome you to Moe News, where we provide you what's happening in and around the city of Laurel and information from the mayor's office. With me today is Bill Bailey, who is the director of the Department of Park and Recreation. And Bill, how you doing today?
Good. Happy to
Good.
be here, Mayor.
Good. Glad you're here. Thank you. So today we want to get a little update to the community. On October the 25th, we had our ribbon cutting over at the Multi-Service Center, which is located over at 198, 197. And that is the recreational component that we opened up. We had a great turnout from the community. We want to thank them for showing up and supporting the center. And Bill, I just want to congratulate and thank your staff for all the work that they did, making sure that phase one was open on time and it was ready to go. But today, just want to ask you and tell everybody about, phase one, maybe what was the cost, the timeline on this, if there was one. I know we had a couple issues where we had to extend the contract for the construction. So let me just ask Bill to go ahead and talk to us about phase one. Bill, it's all yours.
All right. Thank you, Mayor. So we're happy to get this program facility open. And like you said, it was opened in October 25th. We had our ribbon cutting. We're anticipating to start using the facility December, 1st of December, that we're going to start with some small groups in there just to get get it rolling. So that's what we're looking at for that. The actual cost of the building, it came in at $3,968,819.25 was the bid proposal when it came across. The gym itself is really nice. It's all been renovated. It's got 6 multi-purpose or multi-positional backboards, a dividing curtain, 2 scoreboards, and a multi-vinyl flooring system, which is going to allow for multi-purpose use for anything, all events can perform in there. The gymnasium itself will be a rental space. It'll be used for sporting events, of course, and we can also hold some fundraising events there throughout the years as they come up. The facility also will have 2 storage rooms, 2 large storage rooms. One's going to be for the gymnasium equipment that we're going to be having in there, and the second one's going to be for the emergency supplies for the Department of Community Resource and Emergency Management. So this site could be used as an evacuation site if needed. So we anticipate that as well. But no, we're happy to have this added to our other buildings that we can use for recreational space. There are 2 other rooms that are available in this new wing, if you will, and they're going to be 2 multi-purpose rooms, one downstairs and one upstairs. And again, that will have that same multi-purpose flooring that will allow for all types of events to be held in those rooms.
So when we went through the building, it was great. The architect and all did a nice job, especially with the colors, the flooring, which is good for your guys when we talk about the maintenance issues. And I can't say enough about how the building really turned out in this phase one, especially as you walk into the lobby area, which is really nice. And there'll be somebody there at the center, I guess, that people can talk to or ask questions to. Is that correct?
Well, the actual building will only be open when we have an event there or a program or a rental there. This isn't going to be like our other Robert J. DiPietro or the Laurel Armory, where it's going to be open 7 days a week and have someone there at the desk. So this building will only be used as a need-be basis. So somebody will be there only when there's an event there.
Right. And Bill, there is a door between actually phase one and phase two, right? Is that
correct? So we left a door there to allow for, if we needed to, on the phase 2 side, the multi-resource side, if they needed to have let's say a fundraiser, a health fair, or a job fair, that they'll be able to enter in from their side over to the gymnasium side to utilize that space. Yes.
So the center really is going to help not only with the mind, but also with the body, and people will be able to go back and forth working through the attendance that will be there, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, even though the building is divided into two buildings in one, if you will, it's still going to be able to be utilized by both sides to get a full function out of the whole building itself.
Great. Thanks for the update on that. On phase two, which is the multi-service center, that will provide many services. There'll also be some upstairs in that facility. There'll be some what they're calling rapid housing that's available, but many services will be available to the community. So I'd like to ask Bill, as we move forward with this, to tell us about phase two, the cost, the timelines. And, I did forget to mention that previous councils saw and understood the need for this type of a center, and we paid $2.4 million for the actual building itself. And now, through Bill's hard work and working with others here in city government, we are now transforming that into the multi-service center. So, Bill, tell us a little bit about phase two and kind of walk us through what's happening. And I think the more we get out to the public, the better it is. And, hopefully they'll take part, because we will be looking for volunteers for the multi-service center as well.
Correct. So we are looking for volunteers, and this side, phase two, will be, we're already partnering with a lot of organizations in the city currently, which will run different aspects of the building. For instance, Lars will be handling our housing component, which is the upstairs part. Fish is going to be handling our kitchen component. So we're already working with these groups now, and they're already well established, have their own policies and procedures in place. Another aspect of this building is going to be what it's called Taking Care of Our Neighbors, which was formerly Winter Haven.
Right.
There's going to be space in this building for them. As you may or may not know, they work through the winter months and they work through the different churches. And now we can accommodate them and have them under this roof and bring in those same churches and help us with volunteers with that. So this building went out, and the bid price came in at $9,612,060.72. That was for phase two side.
Right.
So we anticipate an August of 2024 opening for phase two side. Hopefully it'll be sooner if we can get ahead of schedule. But right now, that's what we're shooting for, is August 2024.
And Bill, some of the reason for that is because it goes back to the pandemic and the things that are needed for the building. A lot of the electric, I think, is, if my memory serves you right, was the holdup on that.
Correct. So there was some back order issues. For instance, the generator that took a long time, and that's not going to be completed until August. At the very, very least of August. And then we had some other electrical panels called switchgear, which basically holds your breakers and things like that. Again, long lead times on these items, and that's holding up the conversion over to electric. So we've got temp electric in there now, but we can't fully go permanent until those pieces are in. And it's just unfortunate that those kind of things. The elevator was another thing, that the HVAC system, all these things took a long lead times, which backed up the delivery of this building. But we are anticipating, and it is moving forward regardless. So we are moving it at a good clip right now. So phase two is going to consist of the building of a large warming kitchen, a medical suite, a haircut and shampoo area, a large laundry room, computer labs, counseling rooms. As I said, the Winter Haven component for men and women will have its own area. There's going to be an outdoor patio area on the ground floor. The second floor will consist of transitional bedrooms. Approximately 20 of those will be upstairs. There will be staffing offices, counseling and tutor rooms, lounge areas, shared laundry rooms and community rooms. And again, 2 shared pantry and some satellite offices will round out the second floor. And it's coming in now. They got it all framed in finally, so it's starting to take shape. You can kind of walk through it now and kind of now visualize where everything is in place. So it's moving along pretty good right now. We're happy, and like I said, hopefully August of 2024, maybe sooner.
Well, it sounds like, Bill, I got to get down there before I go to office to go through the building one more time because it's not open to the public.
Correct.
And we look forward to it opening up and those services being provided. And, I do want to mention, as Bill said, you heard some of the partners that we're dealing with. And a lot of these individual organizations have been here in the city for a long time. They've been doing a lot of work for many, many years. And this facility is to enhance and help them provide these services while working with the city. Because I just don't think the city itself could take on all these different programs that are out there. And
It's a big task. Big task.
Yeah, I definitely want to thank them and appreciate all their work they do. And Bill, we look forward to it opening in August of 24. And I want to thank you again for all the work. And I know there's others that are doing things, but you're doing the important part. You're at all the different meetings. You got to listen to all the different excuses. And sometimes, I know when I showed up once or twice, yeah, I guess we'll leave it at that. So again, to you and your staff, thank you very much for what you guys are doing. And as I've said all along, this facility is really going to make a difference in years to come. And it's a big project for the city of Laurel, one of the biggest we've had in a while. When we talk about the money and others, I do want to acknowledge, you heard Bill give out the prices. The city has put up money. We are working to try to get some funding or make sure the services there are from Prince George's County. But in particular, I do need to acknowledge and thank Senator Jim Rosenpep, Delegate Jocelyn Pena-Melnick, Delegate Barnes, and Delegate Mary Lehman, who have been very supportive of this project. Without their help and funding from the state, I'm not sure we could have gotten this completed. I mean, I know we still have a ways to go, but the important thing is they've been very supportive and they've been able to provide some state funding. And again, I want to acknowledge that and thank them for that as well. I want to tell everybody it's located at 204 Fort Meade Road, right next to the Home Depot. You can ride by. If you're riding by, that's what's happening there. There is some signs up now where phase one is. But again, the building is not open to the public yet. It's still in the construction phase, but we look forward to that moving forward. And look for the information, as you heard Director Bailey talk about, programs that may take place there starting in December. I want to thank everybody for listening, and don't forget to keep tuning into Mo News. Please check out the City of Laurel website where you can see and get other information on the podcasting as well as other events and programs that are going on and important information, quite frankly. So check it out. You can go to cityoflaurel.org for more news, city information, and events. And again, wishing everybody happy holiday, happy Thanksgiving. We're close to Thanksgiving. So again, enjoy your time with your families, and we'll see you around town.